What's up, my friends? I hope you are well. I hope you guys are getting some music done and getting your year ended. I know the 21st of this month, BMI, we got royalty statements coming out. It's the fourth one of the year. Hopefully, yours will end the year outright. I'm hoping mine will too. Mine last quarter was up, and I was so happy, and let's just hope it goes up more and more. That's what we're in this for. We're fighting for that big one, or just to keep it that way. That's what we're all in for. But I wanted to talk about something, and the title of the video, you're probably thinking, dude, what are you talking about? And I know some people have much trouble getting past this. They have a hard time, and I've talked about this. What I'm talking about, I've talked about before, but maybe not specifically in one shot. But people have a hard time getting past doing music for a living or doing it for money, and here's the way I see it. If you love and have a passion for what you do, why not? Why not get up every morning doing what you love to do for a living? And it's all in here and here. You gotta love it. You have to love music. You can't just say, "Oh, it kills the artistic value of it," or "I just can't do it." As soon as I start making money, it's a job and it kills the whole thing, and I hate it. I don't know what to tell you and how to get past that, my friends. I would hope that if you just look at it as it's a passion and you love it, as the term we all use, and we talk about this. I hear it at the conferences, and I hear it about it. It's your craft, man. Your craft. You know, your craft, and you got to look at music as it's a commodity. It's a commodity. I hate to tell you that, but it really is a commodity. And then people talk about, well, volume kills quantity kills quality. Well, if you're not producing right, if you're not good at what you're doing, get better. Templates and your rhythm and what you're good at. That's why I talk about do the most. Do the most of what you're good at. And that's where it's going to come to play. And that's what's going to get placed, and that's what's working. If I've learned anything, that's the few things that I'm the best at is getting placed the most. Um, I've talked about I can do a cue a day, but there's some tracks I work on that may take longer. I'm working on some tracks right now um, that is for a brief for November 11th, and sometimes it can take me a day, but sometimes it takes me 2 days. I'm doing it's an uplifting indie type rock or pop type stuff that it's easy to do, but sometimes you have to go. I need to go take a walk and take a break. Do that stuff. Get your ears out of it. And while you're walking, be thinking about it a little bit, or not. Whatever is easy for you. Just kind of get your ears out of music altogether. Go for a walk or go do something. Come back later. It's okay. And that's okay. There's some days that I don't do a cue every day, and it depends on what I'm working on. You know, but I know that volume is an exponential growth in that commodity. It's how that works, and everybody's volume is different. Just because you see somebody does 250 tracks a year doesn't mean that's what you should be doing. Or it depends on the genre you're doing, or you as a person. You don't have to do 250 tracks a year. But I would say if you're really going to get this to grow exponentially, you need to do 100 or more a year. And if I said this, that's 2 tracks a week. 1 track a week is 52 tracks a year. 2 tracks a week, 104 tracks a year. If you're doing 4 tracks a week, there's 200 tracks a year. So everybody's life is different. Everybody's schedule is different. People have families. People have this. But you have to understand, if you love music and want to do it for a living, or if you want to do it where it's something that pays you on the side, it's something you love doing, is you're not worried about it taking the place of your current job because you love doing that too. That's okay. There are guys out there like that have day gigs and stuff. They do that. Listen, Yo Poly Music, Paul Croteau, he talks about that. You know, um, I've always talked about don't let anybody shame you about you're not a full time musician. You're not really a composer. I mean that's all bullshit, man. Don't anybody ever that fake bullshit tell you that, because odds are they're doing something else too. They just don't want to tell you. You'd be surprised at people that have different businesses and doing music and stuff. I know a library right now. Guy's name's Eric Kay, and the library is called the Diner Music. Very successful. They're big in advertising, but Eric has a business on the side. Very successful, from what I understand. Uh, Making his own liquor, his own bourbon or whiskey or something. I can't remember, but It may be rum. Sorry, Eric. I don't know if Eric's ever going to watch this video, but he's touring around and doing the liquor stores. And he was actually, God, he was in Charleston and I didn't even know it. I would love to have seen him. I hadn't seen him at the conference in a couple of years, asking him if he was coming to the conference this year, and he couldn't make it. But that, my point is that you do. I get up every morning doing what I know I love and have a passion for. My coffee tastes so much better every morning knowing I do it. I love it. And no matter what you're doing other than that, the fact that you can do that and you make a living doing it, that's what matters the most. And it's a commodity, and I've seen that commodity grow, my friends. I've seen it, and it works. It's exponential. And everybody's different, but you got to kind of get your mind past all that and don't worry about all that stuff. Just do it, man. Do it. Do it and do what you do best and love it and love the journey. Because I tell you, as I've said before, this is a long game, sync licensing, but it's not rocket science. Sync licensing is not the hardest thing in the world. You're not writing for your fan base. You're not getting real crazy technical. You just have to get good at producing and good at understanding how to structure each genre of music. Each genre, especially in production music, sorry, this is itching on my bass and I need to shave it off. I may do that today. Each genre has rules, and how you structure it, what you add in, and certain things like hip hop with the 808s and how you structure it. But when you're doing hip hop for production music, it's not writing for rap artists and stuff. You can't get all repetitive. There's a structure in how you're adding new things and subtracting and doing things. And on a side note, Matt Vanderbo did another video. Matt Vanderbo, I've referred him. He's one of the guys I tell you, go watch him. He's a volume guy. He talks about, I'm telling you, the volume. He knows this guy is doing it very well. And I know for a fact on this, so many people that talk about it. He's a great guy. He's a great composer. He talked about his structure with Dames of a Deck of Cards, which is probably I think it's the coolest way to lay it out. Is the King, Queen, Jack, Ace. And with what I'm doing here with this uplifting indie pop rock stuff, it's, different instruments, different percussion. It's similar, but a little different. But you come in, the king, you come in, heavy, break it down, build it up, and then go, or my bad, you come in heavy, build it up a little more, you break it down low, and come back with your big finale. But let him explain it. Watch his video. He does such a great job with it. There's just certain things with certain genres that might not, like when I'm doing tension music, it's a little bit different. Sometimes you want to come in soft and stair step it up. But the thing about it is that when you start writing it and it becomes a passion, it is creative. It is artistic, There is a part of why they call it production music. And that's a part where some people can't get past that. Oh, it's like I'm working at McDonald's and I'm making a bunch of Big Macs and the production music and they want pickles or they don't want pickles or da 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 da. Get past all that. You're doing music. You're doing what you love. Think about this then. If you love music like I do, it could be worse. You could be doing something you don't love. But I understand that people need to pay the bills. They need to take care of their family. They need to do. There's nothing wrong whatsoever with having another job or a business and doing that and then doing your music as well. You can do both. I'm telling you, you can. No, 200% for a fact. I started doing this for first 5 years that I was doing this or so. I was running a retail business. And it was easy. That wasn't easy. It was stressful. It was hard. There's a lot of liability and demand. You got 7 people working for you in 2 vans running the road delivering stuff. And then in the mixture and the time of that, you're doing production music. And that was, to me, the learning phase is what I was doing. But I started learning that this was a volume business. It is a commodity, my friends. And like I said, time and time again, I'm not the be-all, end-all. I don't claim to be. I'm just telling you what's working for me and what I've learned from other people. Go watch the video of the people I referred to in the YouTube channels. Matt Vanderbo is in. If I didn't list his name in that, he is one. But there's others. Yo Polly Music. Polly. He's taking a little break from YouTube, but he's got a lot of great content out there. John Mayer, all these guys. Dave Croft. Definitely. If you want to get involved and learn some things, Dave Croft is a great group. His 52 Qs is great to get in because it's an educational, but he's got a lot of good opportunities in there. If you're starting out and you want to learn, you got Jesse over there at Sync My Music. I know for a fact that he's legit. It's not a scam. He's in this industry, thick into it, and I know it for a fact. Years ago, I signed up and went through his course, and I picked up on some things. His course is what took me to the next level and helped me get me further along. Some things in the first 5 or 6 years this that I didn't know. And when he came out, I mean, not a lot of people were talking about sync licensing and production music, so it just was what it was. So just wanted to get on real quick and talk about that real quick. I want you guys to think about that. It's a commodity, guys. It's exponential growth, and uh, don't don't get so distracted. Oh, I got to get 200 tracks this year. I've got to do this. It's get good at what you're doing, and that will come. That will come kind of as a second nature or a kind of a muscle memory. Don't focus just on the quantity before you get to quality. Just start doing it, love what you're doing, and before you know it, you're going to realize that you're doing a cue a day, or you're doing this, or you're doing 3 or 4 tracks a week, and you're getting a couple hundred a year. You're going to have publishers that are different. You got to do albums here, individual tracks here. You do like I do. I've already got my goals set for 2026. My goals are set right here. Albums to do in 2026. I write them out, guys. Write out your goals. I map out what I'm going to do. Now, is it going to happen 100%? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Sometimes you got to punt the ball. Sometimes okay, this month I'll do this album for this guy, but I can't do it because I have a brief. So we'll put that and we'll do it next. You're just plan your year. And it really does help when you set your goals. It helps get you along the way. It's not going to kill your artistic value or your creativity. I know guys that can do both. They do production music and they do artistic music. I've said it before, I'm really sitting down here. I've got about 19 more tracks to do for this year, minimum. I'm going to get them done. It's with one library. But that's just my yearly goal. I don't have to, but I'm doing it because I understand the opportunity and they're getting placed. But I'm going to sit down and start sketching ideas. I really want to do another guitar instrumental album, just an instrumental album. It's kind of a indie post-rock, guitar instrumental stuff that I've done for years. And it's been a long time. I want to do that. I really want to sit down and start sketching it. I've been looking at things have changed so much with composing. It's not like I used to sit down and on tape and I didn't have all these undos and waveforms and stuff. And I'm sitting down just, I think recording on computers has spoiled us a bit, but that's okay. I love it. It's a blessing too. Technology is incredible what we have at our fingertips. But anyway, I want to get off. I don't want to run too long, but think about that, guys. When you're doing this, just think about, focus on the opportunities and don't get caught up too much in the quantity, but get your quality and enjoy the ride and look at the commodity of it. It's an opportunity. The word commodity shouldn't scare you. Like, oh, I hate it. It's thinking about money and not music and capitalism and blah, and all this stuff. Forget all that. The word commodity is a broad meaning for a lot of things. I mean, look at coffee. Coffee, of all things, is a commodity. My God, I never knew coffee would become such a commodity as it has in the last 5 to 6 years or more. Usually I remember getting a 50 or 60 cent cup of coffee, 30-cent cup of coffee as a kid. Coffee was just coffee. It was everywhere. No one thought much about it. And now it's like, man, you've got all these people selling coffee and it's $30 for a little bag, or 8-ounce bag of, coffee, and a good coffee, but it has just become a commodity. It's amazing. So, it's crazy, but music is a different commodity, but it is a commodity and it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to make some money with it or make a living with it or something that could pay you good passive income in the future, even towards your retirement. So anyway, I'm getting off. I hope you guys are well. Hope your statements are great in a few weeks, and hope you're getting that music done. And I appreciate you watching so much. I really do. I get on and talk about something that hits my mind. Sometimes I just turn the camera on and talk. And I had some people come up to me at the conference and say, I like that because I said, well, I'm being real. I am who I am. I'm not trying to fake this. And I appreciate you for watching. I'm glad I was able to help. So, and thank you to the guys that did walk up to me, and it was great seeing you at the conference, and hope to see more of you in the future. I really do. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Be cool. Bye.